Welcome, my name is Brandon. Please join me on this update video of Northbridge Mall in Albertley, Minnesota. If you are thinking, oh great, another Northbridge video, aren't there several of them already? I have included something new, a tour of the medical mini mall in the former Herbergers. I had originally planned to release a Northbridge update video back in early 2022, but as I was editing this, I read news that the mall had found tenants for the old Shopko building, so I held off with the intention of capturing footage of the new tenants. Some of this footage is pretty shaky. I filmed a bunch of footage in 2021 with an iPhone as an experiment, and these are the results. Some YouTubers swear by them, so I thought I would give it a shot. While the footage is not great, I left it in to show the construction of the mini mall. I have become better at filming with an iPhone. I shot the two Belvedere videos all with a phone. I first returned to Northbridge in 2021 on my way to film malls in Mason City, Iowa. I returned the following 2 summers to make a couple laps and gather more footage. Northbridge is close to Interstate 35, so I always stop in on my way to Des Moines. Honestly, if I did not care about my audience, I would probably have at least 5 Northbridge videos by now. I love this place so much, but other malls deserve attention too. I will not be discussing the history of Northbridge in this video. I have a link to my original tour in this video's description if you want to learn more. I will, however, discuss changes since my original video's release in April 2021. The Mercy One Clinic was supposed to open in the former Herbergers in late 2020, but due to the pandemic it was delayed. Construction did start in late 2020 with the clinic filling up only a portion of the Herbergers. So what was going on in the rest of the former Anchor? Construction continued in late 2021 for the John and Susan Morrison Medical Plaza, which opened the following year. In late 2022, Northbridge and the Medical Plaza hosted a ball in the mall. People showed up in suits and dresses for a fundraiser to raise $100,000 for a second phase of the Medical Plaza. The project itself was estimated around a couple of $1 million. Are these the original Herberger's restrooms with a remodel? Or did some joker place a Herberger sticker on the hand dryer? So what should I talk about now? My continued obsession with this mall? Other YouTubers? I just learned that the Mercy One Clinic is closing at the end of 2023, after being open for 2.5 years. In an Albert Lee Tribune article, the Iowa-based clinic stated that the pandemic, recruitment, and regulation differences between Minnesota and Iowa made it difficult to continue. So why did an Iowa clinic open in the state famous for the Mayo Clinic? Mayo moved several procedures out of Albert Lee to their Austin, Minnesota campus. The residents of Albert Lee first fought to keep Mayo in town, but then switched to finding another provider for the city. With Mercy One departing, people are in talks with a third healthcare provider, but they cannot state which one it is yet. They are hoping to use the same complex that Mercy One is vacating. Oh yes, Lutholds. I mispronounced the business in my previous video. That's my college German messing me up. I even had to re-record this bit because I first pronounced it as Lutholz. My apologies to a business that has been around for over a century. Here's to 100 more. If you did not watch my previous Northbridge video, I wanted to state again that this 1980s mall still plays classic country from the 1970s. I could not get the rights to Dolly Parton's Yodeling, so I thought I would toss in some fun bluegrass instead. Here we are in the nearly empty food court. I am kicking myself for not noticing it, but during my July 2023 visit, the food court had a spot to eat called Grandma's Gourmets. Looking at their menu, I would love to go there for a Reuben, but I usually pass through Albert Lea in the morning, so I will have to try their breakfast next July. I had the opportunity to walk around the closing Shopko in April 2019. Upon my return 6 months later, it was closed. The store had sat vacant for nearly 3 years, when it was announced a Harbor Freight Tools would move into a portion of the mall. But what about the other 2/3? A Big Lots opened in the old Shopko in January 2023, and a Dollar Tree not long after that. While attached directly to the mall, the Dollar Tree has no internal mall access. While the anchors of Northbridge have been mostly filled again, the rest of the mall is still kind of the same as it was in 2021. While there are a lot of empty storefronts, the mall does come to life on the weekends with craft fairs. A model railroad show occurred the first weekend of December 2023, but I had to work. So where am I going next? I will be starting my Des Moines series. I have filmed everything but Kaleidoscope at the Hub, because it is mostly demolished, and West Glen Tower Center because it is a lifestyle center. Des Moines has been covered well by others, so it gives me an excuse to be a bit creative. I will cover mall history. There is a lot to discuss. Why film Des Moines if it has been covered? I spent the last 2 Julys in Iowa to see several operas performed by the Des Moines Metro Opera Company. What else was I going to do during the day but check out their malls? I'm also excited to share a tiny mall that is not well covered, and it is not Park Fair Mall, although Park Fair will be my first Des Moines video. Thank you for joining me on this quick update of Northbridge Mall. I hope you have a great day. Take care.